The Washington Wizards, who saw John Wall walking around yesterday at Summer League. He was there hanging out. Didn't look to be limping or anything like that, but we know he's probably not playing anytime soon.
Yep.
And so his contract is going to be on the books for the Washington Wizards. They made a few moves here, added a few pieces. Obviously, made that trade with the Lakers to add Mo Wagner and Isaac Bonga and players like that. They added Isaiah Thomas as well, but there's only so much that the Wizards can do given the spot that they're in right now.
Yeah, they didn't have a ton of flexibility to do very much because they were capped out. They were right around the luxury tax as well. But I think all of that considered, they made some nice pickups. Ish Smith is probably going to be their starting point guard, I would guess, until Wall is back, unless Isaiah Thomas really comes back and is what he was at one point in time or something resembling that.
And then you got to back up the Brinks truck.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Then you got to pay the guy in a year. But Ish Smith's going to be he's just continues to be a good player. Thomas Bryant, they re-signed him, one of the restricted guys. I think he's a lot better than a lot of people think. He led the league in field goal percentage, and he also shot about 33% or so from three on 90 attempts. So not a ton, but not a ridiculously small sample size. So pretty good. I like the Davis Bertans pickup. They got him really for nothing. They just jumped in to help get Marcus Morris to the Spurs.
Right.
So they pick up Bertans, for nothing there. They traded Dwight Howard for C.J. Miles. C.J. Miles could actually help them. He's a guy who can play as part of their rotation. So all around, I think the Wizards did some nice stuff. It's all moves around the edges, and a lot's going to depend on Bradley Beal kind of continuing his ascendancy into superstardom. But if he can do that, the Wizards are going to be okay. And then, as you've I'm sure seen, it feels like half of the Japanese media is here in Los Angeles or Las Vegas rather, because of Rui Hachimura. So they are super excited for the first Japanese-born player there. Or if not the first, but he's the most recent, I should say, because there's a couple other guys who made runs at it. But, he's a guy who I think he's going to have some struggles. His first year as a rookie, he's just that's what happens. But, I think he can be a nice player for them as well. So I think all around the Wizards are it's not going to be great, and it's going to take a little while, but I think they did okay here. I think they, this is kind of making make lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah, I mean, look, they did fine with what they had to in front of them. They were able to make some minor moves, and sometimes eventually those minor moves can be parlayed into something bigger.
Yep.
You can turn it into something better down the road. So nothing that really jumps out as a terrible move or anything like that. And I think we know they liked Mo Wagner a lot last year at the draft, so they get to pretty much get a free look at him. Isaac Bonga still has some talent there that they can look at, and Jamario Jones actually was a pleasant surprise for the Lakers last season, so maybe they'll find something there. But